Well,
Right.
everybody, we are back. We are back. We're excited to be here. I am here with
We
the
are.
lovely Melvina W. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thanks for having us back, world. I am Melvina W. with Crystal Lee.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. We are back again.
Forgive me something to work with.
I know, right? Give me something to work with. Always. Keep it coming.
Now, today I think it is very fitting to talk about vacations. I think,
yeah.
when we are kind of going through this year, we get, sick pay, this leave, that leave. We get vacation
yeah.
time. But in
Oh,
your
yeah.
opinion, how often do you feel like most people actually use their vacation time?
I think they use it a lot, but it's just whether they use it for vacation. That's the
And that was
thing,
going to be my follow-up question.
Oh, yes, I know it's just a matter of whether they use it for vacation, but I think they use it. I mean, some people use it just for, just a little weekend or something like that, but whether they use it for the vacation, actually go somewhere and something meaningful, that's debatable, you know what I mean? So, but I think they use it. Very rarely do we have some people that actually cash it in and take the money. I would say that. I think they most of the time use it and run out of vacation time. That's what I think.
Do you feel like when you're younger, you use less? Or I think when you're in your younger years, 20, 18, around there, I think you use it for actually doing stuff. And then I think somehow in your 30s, you start using it to go do other stuff that needs to be done, like taking people to the doctor's appointments or something.
Oh, yes, your priority shift. Oh, yes, you find meaningful things just to sit around the house. You more of a staycation, you find the need to take a vacation time just to sit around the house and do nothing. Or you be like, okay, I just need this time just to have some me time, just to sit here and do nothing. I don't really want to go anywhere. And then life kicks in. They love to say the life word. Life is life. And so if you don't have the necessary money is funny and change is strange. You can't get out to really take that time that you want to really go on that trip, to really take that vacation, to really go where you really want to go, that dream vacation, or really go away like you really want to. Yes. And I really think that's what happens to a lot of people.
Now, a lot of people might say like vacations kind of really don't matter. I think we see vacations as a optional thing. And we almost see it as, not a necessity, but a luxury. Would you agree?
No,
I feel like
not in my world. No. Not in Melvina's world. No, I am Melvina W. And Melvina W. goes on vacation at least twice a year. If 3 times a year, she can squeeze it in. So here's the thing, because I'm sure where I'm at in my life, I don't even consider it a vacation if I'm in the United States. That's how raw I am with it. I have to leave the country to consider it a vacation. Okay? So if I'm in the States, I don't even consider a vacation going to Vegas or Florida or going to Washington State, Seattle. That's not a vacation. That don't even count. That's just a little trip. That don't even count as a vacation. Meaning I'm going to New York in a few days for a little fashion show with some girlfriends. That's not a vacation. That's just like whatever. I just went to New York and met Black underwear not too long ago. That's not a vacation. That's just a little trip. That don't even count. That's like whatever. But when I get on that plane and I go overseas somewhere and I stay safe, that is a vacation. And when I deck it out first class, my tour guide driving up, that's a vacation. You know what I mean? So it's paramount, first priority. It's more than just a luxury. It's a life. It's a must. It's something I work for. I live for. It's the meaning of life for me. It's fulfillment. It's what I work for. For me, in my life. It's what I want.
I think you said something key there, which is you got to want, and like we said before, even the podcast, is you got to prioritize vacationing.
Exactly.
Because I do believe we tend to work better when we are taking necessary mental breaks, social breaks, even sometimes relational breaks, not to the point where you're breaking up with people, but to the point where you're able to still remember who you are and your partner can remember who they are, and y'all can still see the things you love and like about each other.
Yes.
I know too, they say like when you're working, it's good to take 20-minute breaks, in between doing long hours, because you actually work faster when you're rested compared to when you're unrested.
That's debatable. Okay, I wouldn't know about that. Okay. debatable for me. I don't know what that 20 minutes thing yet. I haven't done that.
You don't take breaks in between, like your like hour, like work 4 hours, take a 20-minute mental break or 10 minutes. It doesn't. I mean, the time may vary, but
Right. Well, I mean, I take necessary breaks when I deem necessary, I guess. But yeah, I guess in a way. I mean, I haven't really thought about it like that. I take the break at the end or at the beginning, but not in between. Because when I'm in go mode, it has to get done. So I have my own method to my madness, if you will. You know what I mean? So it's to each his own. Whatever your body, whenever my body tells me it's time to shut down, I do. Because like Monday, I took a break all day. That was a break, mental day, all day, shut down, nothing happened Monday. You know what I mean? It was a shut down, nothing happened.
I think for me too, vacation is not, I mean, I know you do vacation on a high level. Vacation to me is just being able to do the things I would like to do in the day. Because we spend so much of our time, delivering for our company, delivering for family, delivering for everybody, what everybody wants. And when you can just have a day where the only person you have to listen to is you, it is a wonderful feeling. I remember even the 10-minute cat naps or 20-minute cat naps you can get, you're like, okay, hold on, let me take this 20-minute nap, and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to pop up with all this energy. I mean, I don't necessarily have to do it. My naps now are longer than 20 minutes. They're like an hour, and then my husband has to wake me up and make sure I don't go past the time I need to get up. But then I'm up until like 2, 3 in the morning with totally alert. So it definitely has its positives, but I think finding your own rhythm, because you mentioned finding your own rhythm and when you're locked in.
You have to, right, yes. Everybody has their own rhythm, and it's just a matter of your flow, your rhythm, and your infrastructure in your house, how things work in your house. Because you have a house with children over there. I don't. So it just depends on your flow, what balance out over there in your house. See, for me, I get up, I get started, I bang it out. But when it's over, it's over. I don't have no children here. It's just me and hubby. So then we can just dedicate our time for ourselves. We have a whole break for several hours, That's why I don't have to really take so many breaks during the day, because when I stop, I have a whole break for several hours. I don't have to worry about anything else afterwards. No children here or anything. Even the dog understands her assignment. Sit over there and be quiet, stop barking, So we have everything locked down over here. So it just depends on how your unit is ran, how you have things in your house or your environment or whatever. So, yes, I totally agree with you, yes.
Now, I know in one of your books, your first book actually, Come Hell or High Water, you talked about vacationing as a young person with your family, with your parents, and then your experience with that. Can you tell people who may not have read your book a little bit about your experience with vacationing and kind of what set you up for how you feel now about taking vacations?
Okay, well, with my parents, it was loving vacation always in the room. It was the 4 of us, my brother, my mother, father, me and my brother, sort of 4 of us. And we was in the room, 2 beds, 1 bathroom, in a hotel room, going on vacation, road trip. My mother would pack sandwiches, literally. We didn't eat out that much. It was a loving trip, road trip, going up and down the East Coast, pretty much. That's where we went randomly. We went to Six Flags, we went to Disney World, with family, without family, always kind of frugal. That's what they are for. They spend maybe a couple of $100 on vacation. That was, I thought we were living a life, and that's how it was. I was loving. I didn't know anything different. But when I got with my family, of course, I was like, I want something better. So when I started with my family, I'm like, no, I'm not going to be packing no sandwiches. I want to go to a restaurant and eat out. Let's do McDonald's. Let's do Applebee's. Let's do this restaurant. And then I was like, okay, well, let's get a little better than this. I want to go internationally. Let's do cruises. Okay, no, I want to fly internationally to other countries. So that's how it just evolved and went from there for me. Of course, with that, it comes planning, achieving things, putting things in place, and prioritizing. My career, of course, come hell or high water. And as you may know, if you have read my books or know anything about I am Melvina W. and my world of medical coding, it afforded me that life of luxury to work and make the money I make so I can afford this life of luxury of vacation. And that's what I wanted.
Do you feel like your vacations or your desire to vacation differently or better even really pushed you financially to achieve more?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, that's it. Because I make more money, I want better vacation. That all comes neck and neck and hand in hand. And then I want the experiences. I want the life. I want to see the cultures. You want it, so you got to make more money to get it. It's not going to be handed to you. It's not free. So I'm like, okay, well then I know what I got to do. Naturally, it comes together, right? You can't nobody's going to give it to you. So I'm like, okay, well let me get out there and make more money so I can have it. So naturally, that's exactly how I feel, and that's exactly what happened. Right? That's it.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I think vacations are really good, like treasures that we attain for doing the things we have to do. Because some of the things are basic. You got to feed your family. You got to do the everyday things.
Of course.
And sometimes when we make life just about that, we can find ourselves being unmotivated to achieve anything more because we feel like life is boring or it is not challenging.
It's just so redundant. Yeah. Everybody got to feed your family and live somewhere and put clothes on. I mean, that's okay. We all got to do that. So I'm like, okay, and what? What's next? I mean, we're going to just stay in the city we're at in the house and feed and water yourselves and put clothes on your hand and go to work. And what else? What else is next? But who can say they've been to Africa? Who can say they've been to Australia? Who can say they've been to Italy? Who can say they spent Christmas in London and Paris? Who can say they spent Thanksgiving in Italy for a week, but their whole family of 5? Who can say they've been to Africa for 2 weeks, but they just their birthday celebrating? I mean, that's when you say, okay, wait a minute, we're doing something. You know what I mean? Who can say you have that culture, that experience, that lifetime memory of other people, of other cultures, speaking a different language other than just English here in America? I mean, people that look like you in another whole country. I mean, this is just phenomenal to me. But that's what motivates me and keeps me going. That's just me. So that's why I work hard and keep it going. I work hard, I play hard. That's my phrase forever and a day.
I think that's a fair assessment too. I think people who just dream about doing things, but they never make their dreams a reality. Eventually, your dreams start losing the luster, because you're then it turns into a wish, and we know wishes mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You wish things to happen because you're not going to do anything to make them happen.
Exactly.
I think that's
you sitting right there thinking about it. It's just not. No.
I would say I've taken a couple of vacations, not to the extent of yours, especially not with my children. That was just too much. But what I will say is going on these vacations, I mean, seeing the excitement in the people that you love is one of the most rewarding things. When you live the mundane, sometimes most people thank you for stuff that you feel like, or things you have to do anyway. So when they say thank you, you may not even feel it all that much yourself. But when they're like, thank you, and their eyes are like glowing and almost scary. Those are the moments that I think you appreciate too, because they are unusual. They're not the everyday, experience. So it makes them stand out in your memory. And I think for some people, they look at their history and they're like, man, what was really memorable? And it can be hard, sometimes for us to find these nuggets. But I think these nuggets is also, I feel like, some vacations can be simple, like you said, where it's just Christmas at, grandma's or somebody and everybody's around.
It is. Right. I mean, some people, and that's the thing, I think people need to think about it, like, what is a vacation to you? And take it. Have that relaxing moment. I mean, even if you're in Georgia and you say your vacation is just going to Florida, okay, that's your vacation. That's what you want, go. I mean, if you say that's a vacation, you're going there for a week, so be it. I'm not going to hurt and, diminish your life or anything. If that's your vacation, then go, by all means. I just know my standards and what I want. Been there, done it for me. Been there, done it for Florida. That's done. You know what I mean? For me, I want bigger and better. I got other places to go. That's just me. I've already been there, done it with that. But, for someone else, if that's your vacation, go. If yours is going to New York, go. By all means, go somewhere. Go do it if that's what you want to do. But somebody said, well, you know, I just don't want to travel and I just don't want to go there. Okay, fine, then don't. You know, well, what do you want to do? But doing nothing gets you nothing. So that right there doesn't tell me anything at all.
Yeah.
So doing nothing gets you nothing, so that don't tell me anything. That right there that don't mean anything to me. You know what I mean? So sitting in the same place doing nothing gets you nothing. That's nothing. You know?
I think you're saying something that extends into even a whole nother realm, which I.
Hey, already a coder? Do you have a job or you cannot get a job? I can help you get a job with my mentorship program. I will walk you through the steps to getting employed. You can be newly certified or an experienced coder. I don't care. I'll take either one. I can help you get more. Just go to Job Infinity HIM. All right? And I'll get you there. Come on.